And I want you guys to tell me what you liked about going with Glaze Ministries to Honduras.
It was life-changing.
How was it life-changing?
Life-changing in the way that when you first got there, you went and they opened their doors to you, Pastor Luis and his family. They took you to a garage, and we were able to fill food up, for 27 villages. We had the opportunity to go to 5 of them and distribute food to these people that would feed 3 to 5 people for 7 days, where we wouldn't even be able to live on that for 2 days or 1 day. That would be one meal for us. To see how appreciative these people were and how excited and how loving they were to us when we were able to go there. It would be something that's always in our hearts, and it's just life-changing. You can't help it.
Yeah.
No one really knows what it's like to go to a third world country until they go. People would walk for miles to come to church, whereas here in the United States, you'll be lucky if it rains, people will come. The people were very loving. We got a chance to minister to the children, and it's just amazing how many kids came out. And it's also very life-changing about how they worship the Lord. And they make us look bad. They just really know how to worship and honor God, and it's just very life-changing.
Did you guys have an opportunity to pray for them and actually do interaction?
Yes.
We did.
And how did that feel?
Awesome.
Powerful.
Did they teach you anything about that? Anything stick out for any of you when you were praying for them?
The way they seek God is, God is their everything.
Exactly.
If they don't have God, they're just not going to make it. We here in America have way too much stuff, so God tends to be sort of like our second hand. We just go to Him whenever we just need Him because we're in trouble or something. But over there, they seek God with their whole heart. That is their essence of life. They've got to have God touch them.
Well, we get mad, like kids here, we get so mad that we don't get iPhones or we don't get all this technology, but with the kids down there, I'd hand them a sticker and they would be so filled with excitement, and, it was just kind of an eye-opener. Like, we don't realize how good we have it here.
You guys gave gifts? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we had like balloons, we had stickers, those little like fake tattoos that we gave to the kids. We did activities with them.
How about
Candy.
How about those sandals? Remember when they handed out those sandals or shoes?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness! You'd think they were getting like 300 pairs.
What stood out for me was just the love that they have, especially the family that you get to go and stay with. They just open their arms so widely, not to know you from Adam, not to know where you come from, what kind of life you live. They didn't care. They just loved you unconditionally, and they made you feel so welcome. You get to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner right in their home. They didn't set it up outside to where they didn't want to welcome you in. You could sit on their couch, talk to their children, hug and kiss on their grandkids. Like, they love you unconditionally, and they spread that to their churches, which is the villages that we went to, and they're the same way. As soon as you come into church, they just want to love on you and hug you and kiss you. It's awesome.
So they treated you like family.
Yeah.
As if you were family. How many churches, villages, do you remember how many you went to?
5.
5. Did you go once a day, twice a day? How did that go?
We went to a different village every day, and then we went and ministered in different churches, which was a lot more than 5. That was like several. I'm going to say maybe a dozen or so churches that we were able to minister in.
And wasn't there a conference or something too? Or?
Yeah.
There was
An outdoor.
Yeah, they brought they blessed all 27 of their villages, and then we had a huge crusade, and
Yeah.
so I got to meet
Burden
everyone.
for you guys to, when you go back, that you want to raise more money, you want to do a little bit more? Did it make you guys want to try a little harder?
I haven't stopped.
Even now, I'm constantly thinking of what we can do to help them, and I know a few of us have sponsored kids to go to school there because they have to pay for school. They don't get it for free.
Oh.
Even elementary school, you have to pay to go.
Yeah.
You have to wear
Really?
a uniform.
And if you don't have a sponsor, then you don't go to school.
Right.
Really? So you don't get an education that
Because
way?
you don't have the uniform, you don't have the books, and they don't have the funds to do it.
So were there a lot of kids that didn't have an education because of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, our Tammy and I did the children's ministry up there, and I would teach, and she would do the games and stuff like that. But there was always, what, 150 kids at each church? A lot of kids.
Then when we came together for the crusade, it was just full of kids. It was pretty good though.
Probably 300-400 kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and Tammy's got such a loving, giving heart. Not one kid could go away without a tattoo or a balloon, and that was just, that ministered to me, to see the love that she had for these kids, you know? We all need that. We
Yeah.
all need that.
Yeah, because we were like, there's no way we're doing 300 balloons.
300 balloons later.
Hey, with God, all things are possible.
Right.
We had sore fingers and blisters, but it was worth
The
it.
kids
was
got the
great.
balloons.
The only thing they told us though, if you do something for one, you have to do for all because the other ones don't understand.
Right.
They don't. Or you
Right.
try to do for all.
Right.
And we couldn't keep Bree or Lauren away from the babies.
Oh yes, the babies.
And this one here, she was out there praying for them people. I mean, you could see the power of God all over her. She would lay hands on them, and she was amazing too. She really did an awesome job ministry. She did.
I think they all did.
Yeah, they did. Everybody did. But you know, sometimes you don't get to see that in your whole
Yeah,
church.
that's right.
Not that you
That's
don't
right.
pray for people, but the way she was praying for them people, you could just,
The passion.
yes, the passion was amazing.
Sounds like God massaged your hearts and had you ready for this trip, and He
Yes.
prepared you for it. And it sounds like He's preparing you for another adventure going back. When you guys were praying for them, did you feel like there was a pulling, a tugging, and that you were fighting a little bit harder than you normally would, like when you're praying for people? Did you notice anything different about that, or at the altar when you were interacting with the anointing or the power of God?
Well, they have a greater hunger and desire. I mean, when you lay hands on them, they're believing for a miracle. They're believing for an answer. And that, I think, that really draws on you. That, you know, these people are really desperate. You know, they need Christ.
Because that's their only answer?
That's right. That's
They
their
don't have
answer,
any other
right.
resource?
Yeah, where's their food gonna come? Where's their, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's tough. And then they had a bad year because their crops didn't go very well last year. So they had a rough time. So, I mean, they were really dependent upon God and the mission work, you know, being that food that goes out. They're dependent upon that. They need that.
So if anyone that's watching this video, if they're contemplating if they should go on a trip to Honduras, would any of you have anything you'd want to say to them to convince them to go and try it?
You have to go.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
to.
first pray about it and see if you know God wants you to go. But
Right.
it was such a great experience for me, and yeah, I would advise for you to go. It's wonderful.
It doesn't matter how old or how young, you think they should go regardless,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Lauren was the youngest at 15, and
Yeah, I usually get like homesick, like even being just a few blocks from my house. But like when I was at Honduras, I wanted to stay like 2 more months. I loved it.
And they definitely make sure that the kids under 18 are protected. Not that we all weren't, but like Lauren being so young, she wasn't allowed to leave Zambrano. She had to stay in there unless we all went. And Terrell and Beverly were definitely really responsible and great
Yeah.
doing that.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
and we never felt unsafe.
Right,
Ever.
right.
You're in a locked, gated.
Actually, I felt like more safe
it was-
than like
yeah.
being here.
Yeah, they definitely make you feel welcome and safe.
I saw you guys had some good food there.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Do not go hungry.
It's like, oh my gosh, we gotta eat again.
Coffee all the time.
Oh, the coffee?
Coffee.
I see, so they fed you, then they hyped you up, got you all hyper, right? They put you to work, right? They didn't want you sleepy.
We went to that coffee shop and it was so good because like they make the coffee like right there, like right when you order it, they make it from the start. So it was really good.
Is there anything you want to leave for the Glazes, a message to say to them when they see this video?
You guys
We
are-
love you.
We love you.
They are
Thank
issues.
We love you.
If you ever heard Brother Terrell preach, he's pretty hyped up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was honest, I'm gonna be honest, I love him. I was like, oh my gosh, should have this 9 days. I was a little concerned. And I was like, I'm telling you what, I love them both to death.
Yeah.
I love them to life. I mean, they are just so amazing, and they just teach you, and they take you in, and they nurture you, and they show you things, and they make sure you understand. And I would definitely go with them again.
You just get to
Definitely.
see
They
whole
just grab
different
my heart.
side. You get to see a whole different side of who they
Yes.
are, and they definitely open up. And they're not that they're standoffish people, but they're not who they are down there. They're just free and loving, and I don't know. They're like a new set of parents for me now. Yeah, I can't wait to see them again.
They're amazing.
I'd like to say the drama team did an awesome job. They were very receptive to our drama team, even though most of it was done in English. The people enjoyed it. And then also Bree got to go with the Glazes on the 3 services on Sunday. And so everybody else had 2 services, but Bree, she got to go with them.
Did you guys see any miracles? Any miracles? Do you remember? I thought I heard some.
There was a woman who was like, she couldn't hear,
Yeah.
and she was like, yeah, she was deaf, I guess. Like, she was starting to like hear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
over there in
That one
The
church,
one
That-
we couldn't go back.
That one,
Yeah.
like, that one
Spain
city.
City.
Yeah, Spain
Yes.
City.
yeah.
The women's.
She came out and said, "Oh, I can hear."
So there was a
Yeah, the
miracle
Lord had
there.
opened up her ears.
Well,
And
a lot
we
of
prayed
people
for her.
It's like in the spirit, a lot of people
Okay.
had.
One lady I remember at the open door thing that we had, crusade, lady came up, she was sick, sitting in a chair, wasn't feeling good, and had to sit down. Prayed for her, she got right up, and she goes, it was healed, just instantly
Amen.
healed. God just raised her right up. And, she had to walk. So the Lord just really, touched her. It was
Here at
amazing.
home, my feet bother me. Well, my one foot mainly bothers me all the time. Even my knee, I have aches every day. And even doing drama, it hurts. But when we got to Honduras, I noticed like the first night I got up, no pain whatsoever the whole trip. Now that I'm back, there's a little bit of pain, but God's still working on it. But it was amazing to me how when you go and do a mission for God, how He just takes care of everything for you.
Yeah.
And it was really amazing
Awesome.
how there was absolutely no pain at all.
And then you wanted to say hi to another team that came or something?
Oh, from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
The Oklahomians.
We love to miss you. Hi, Flo.
They were all so funny.
Yeah,
And
there's
then-
another team from Oklahoma that met there too, and they were amazing to be
Awesome.
with, and
Yeah,
just
that's
work
We wouldn't,
alongside.
we wouldn't have been in the same group with them.
No.
Yeah.
We were really, I'm gonna be honest, we were really standoffish at first. Like when we first got there, we were like, we don't want a room with him. Like we can't shower and be ourselves and wear pajamas. And oh my gosh, by the end, we were like, well, we can mix our rooms. Who cares? Like if we all went back again, it would not be the same. Like we would be
Yeah.
split
They
in
were
room
just-
with them, and it would just be.
Awesome.
Family.
Yes.
Family, yeah.
We see Neva in her nightgown. She's a princess.
But Neva was the funniest because she would always come in the kitchen and she, like in the morning, she'd be like, "Here I am, miscellaneous." So, like, now whenever like I enter into a room, I say that because I always think of her. It's so funny.
And they ministered too.
Yes.
One more story. Jeannie ministered one Sunday morning, and it has stuck with us ever since. And she talked about putting on the whole armor of God, and she's like, "Don't leave without your clothes on."
Amen.
So now, that's all I think of is put your clothes on. Make sure your clothes are on.
Also,
Your helmet of salvation,
Yeah.
etc.
She had trouble with her voice. She could hardly speak, but didn't she preach? She was
Yeah.
at a different church from me, but I thought they said that she went there and she could speak freely. So God, that was a healing right there too. She was able to be vocal with her voice
Yeah.
instead of kind of like a rasp.
Yep.
And then Tammy, every time we left the compound, there was, you could tell them about that.
Yeah, the neighbors, when we were leaving the facility there, to go down the one road, there was neighbors with maybe 4 or 5 kids. But every single time we'd leave, they'd be at the gate waving at us and saying hi.
And when we
Every
came
time we
back,
came back,
When we came back, it didn't fail. Every time
Oh,
we came
yeah.
and went,
Yeah.
the kids were there.
Had their little arms out there,
Yeah.
just waving and smiles.
You
And
just want to pinch them.
so we'd stop, take pictures, and talk to them.
Tammy gave him some suckers.
Yeah, candy.
Your peeps. How proud you are of them or anything?
I am very proud of my peeps. I am proud of my girls.
Good to see you.
I love them. They did a great job. It was awesome, man. Not one, I mean, the unity and the love, it was wonderful. Couldn't have taken a better group.
So made you
Awesome.
proud.
Yeah.
Carolina, she also said she wants the drama team to come back to teach their kids how to do that.
Do you want to say anything to the Honduras people and Luis and his family when they see this video? You want to say anything to them?
They are family to us.
Yeah.
We love you.
We miss you.
Can't wait to
Manny, I miss you. And my brother. And I can't wait to show you guys pictures of babies and hopefully.
Yeah, we
We
almost
love you.
We almost love you.
Almost love
We
you.
almost love you. We don't almost.
Yeah.
And we almost miss you. We don't love you.
You're about this
That's
close.
Pastor
Yeah,
Luis.
So it's almost coming back.
All right, do me a favor and wave to them.
We love you.
You gotta do what Tammy did.
Konnichiwa.